I guess one of the key core value that GasHub provides is we are able to integrate solutions together with technologies to help our partners, business partners, in terms of the CO2 emission reduction. So we can put together things like combined heat and power, we can put together things like carbon sequestration. So all these are ways that we try to help our users, our partners, to reduce their carbon emission. And maybe in the future, we may even go into blue hydrogen or perhaps even into green hydrogen. And that itself is the ultimate zero emission. Actually, GasHub took quite a while, almost 4 years, to actually find a piece of land, subsequently having to go through the design, construction, as well as making sure that we comply with all the regulatory requirements for the Singapore government. So it was a challenge, but because it was the first time that anybody has done this in Southeast Asia, so it took us a while more, almost 4 years.
Four years ago, the government announced the ready of SLNG terminal for their truck loading bay. We have surveyed with our customer and find there's a huge demand needed for the alternative fuel. But the issue is lack of infrastructure. That's why GasHub willing to build the one and only LNG refilling watering plant in Jurong Island.
Actually, for manufacturing industries, a lot of them that uses a lot of electrical energy, a lot of say heat energy, or even cooling energy. This will be the kind of industry that will be able to benefit most from LNG as well as the kind of technology solution we provide, because it helps them to continue to save as they are using energy in their process. Actually, LNG is considered the cleanest form of fossil fuel, hydrocarbon fuel. And if you think about using LNG to replace fuel such as diesel, LPG, coal, fuel oil, these are all fuels that has very high carbon content. So if you think about it, LNG replacing all this fuel can easily cut down emission, carbon dioxide emission, by easily 30 to about 60%, depending on which fuel it's replacing.
GasHub have the potential of going along with the government green plan, you see, which develop hydrogen economy. You see, with the use of LNG is the most cost effective to deliver this hydrogen pipeline, you see, to align to the green plan of Singapore.
I think first of all, we will try to do a very preliminary assessment of the customer's energy usage, as well as his in-house amount of things that he's using, the kind of different energy. Perhaps it could be diesel, it could be LPG, it could be heat. So what we will do is that we will first take an audit, sort of like an audit, where we understand the application, the usage of energy, and from there we will assess using what kind of technology to be able to enhance and improve the energy efficiency, and therefore helping them to reduce their costs and at the same time reducing carbon emission. I believe GasHub using LNG as a solution towards zero emission is just the initial phase, and it's going to be a transition. Our future plan as well as our future target is to go towards zero emission, and that itself will take a lot more of effort, a lot more of technology that we will have to perhaps either co-develop or develop, or even perhaps to integrate some other technologies into our solution to reach that goal of zero emission.
First of all, we planning to build our base here in Singapore first. Subsequently, we'd like to grow into 3 countries, which we already been explored for the past few years. The first one will be Indonesia, Cambodia, and Philippines. We see there's a high demand of energy requirement in these 3 countries.